This is a brief demonstration of using the Groups tool to create group discussions. So the first step is I've created the Groups tool in the course menu through the Add button and choosing Tool Link and then Groups. Now I'm on the Groups page. I'm going to create a group. Let's say that I want to create 3 groups. So instead of choosing single group manual enroll, I'll choose group set manual enroll. I'll call this group discussions. And under tool availability, I'm going to uncheck everything that I don't want and just leave discussion board selected. And note that I have allow any group member to create forums selected. If I don't want students to make forums themselves, I'll choose do not allow student group members to create forums. Okay, so I will click submit. Oh, I have to put in a value, so let's say I want 3 groups. Now I'll click submit. Now I'm on the edit group set enrollment screen. I'm going to add users to each one of these groups. So I'm just going to go in and add people. And as I add people in the list, my list of available people gets shorter. So I know that I've assigned everyone. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click submit. And here are my 3 groups, and what I'll do next to make these group discussions gradable, I'll click on the group and then I'll click on the group discussion board, and here's that group's discussion. I'm just going to edit that discussion and look at its forum settings, set this to be gradable. I can enter in how many posts the students have to create, and I'll click submit. Okay, and I'll go back to groups. I'll do that for the same group 2. Go to the discussion board for group 2, edit. I'll just make that gradable. Go back to groups, go to group 3, go to their discussion board, and then I will edit that discussion and I will make that worth 5 points. Okay, so this is going to make it so only group members can see their discussion board. So I'm going to give this a test here. I'm going to go into student preview mode, go to my groups, and the student is only enrolled in group discussion 3, so they'll go to group discussion 3, click on their tool here, go to the forum I've created, and now they can create threads. Okay, so that's all there is to this. I'm just going to test this out. I'm just going to put an example thread in here as the student, and if I were to go to my grades, this should get flagged as pending grading because that was the only requirement. Okay, so I know that that is working. So I'm going to exit. Now, so you would direct students to go to the groups tool to access their group, or what you could do is you could post a link to the group within course content. So if I go to weekly lessons and go to tools and then choose groups, I'm posting a link to the group through which the students will access their forum, right? So I'll just link to the group set. And that's it, group discussions. And this is just a hyperlink. It's just a link that students will use to, there's a shortcut to get to their groups. So let's just see how that works. I'm going to go back in as student. When I click on group discussions, I get taken to the group I belong to. And then I can see here's everyone in the group, and then there's my group discussion board. So please note that the group discussion board is separate from the main discussion board. If I were to go to the discussion board tool, I'm not going to see the groups tool here, or the group discussion here. The group discussion board is located only when you go into groups and look at your group tools. And that is how the student will access the group discussion board.